No hang-ups. Hi, I went to visit an Oriental friend of mine who recently became a surgeon. He put himself through college by taking a job as a chef. Now, don't get me wrong, I really like the guy, but I wouldn't want to have my appendix removed by a doctor who used to work at Benihana's. That's a Japanese restaurant. Beep. Welcome back to Sassy Granny Vlogs. Hello, guys. I am so excited about this. So excited about this. Okay, but I want to try not to let it get too long, the video. Lord have mercy. Anyway, today is still Friday. And I thought about this the other day. I was searching for something in my closet, and I came across something that I've had for a very long time, years now, since we lived in Tennessee. And so, I had a notification come in, if you was wondering what I was looking at. Anyway, here come the yells. Oh, sorry. So, I had gotten this thing and fixed it all up way back years ago when we lived in Tennessee, because I had really wanted to do this when I first learned about. It's two different things, really, but I'm going to combine them. All right, so I went on one of them a couple of times there, and then even here I've tried to go on one a couple of times. But I don't get out much, so that's not going to happen like I had really wanted to do it. I wanted to do it regularly, but it involves getting out. It involves getting dressed, getting out of my house, driving somewhere when I had a car to drive. I don't have a car to drive now. Mine's tore up. Don't know when I'll get one. Lord, please help me hurry up and get a car. I'm going crazy. Anyway, so, and getting out there and doing this, which would be fun, but I can't seem to, I'm older now. When I was younger, I could have done it, yeah, but, so, when my eyes landed on this thing again, when I was searching in my closet, and I seen it, I don't know, it just popped in my head. Like, okay, it's a book, all right? And I'm going to show it to you. It's really an art book that people paint in. I can't tell, with it being black, I can't tell what that says. Can y'all tell what that says? I don't know. I can't tell. But anyway, so, I've only got one thing in here, wrote in here. Okay. For right now, on the very first page. I'll show it to y'all in a minute. But when I laid my eyes on this, and I said, oh yeah, that's that. And when I opened the lid, the first opened the book, and I seen that, and I read what I had there. I mean, I knew what it was, but it's like right then when I read that, it just popped in my head. I mean, all of it together, how I could do it. And I thought, I didn't even speak it out loud to myself. You know how you'll do something like that. I just thought it in my head. I could do that virtually on my YouTube channel. So here we go, guys. We're going to do this virtually. But this is how it's going to go. So what it is, one of them, I told you there was two different things. One of them, it's the very first one that I learned about. It's called letterboxing. I have mentioned this before back then on my channel, and kind of, throughout the years I've said something about it, I'm sure. Okay, the letterboxing is the one I never really got to go on because I just didn't know where or how to find them. And if you don't know what they are, the best thing for you to do, it's like a treasure hunt. There's a website these days. I don't know how they done it back in the day before computers and stuff, but this has like been an activity that long years ago was happened. I don't know how it was invented or anything. I need to figure that out. But anyway, that's fun. I like to do that, figure out when and how things got invented and was thought of. Like the tea thing. The tea was an accident. A leaf blew in a window into someone's hot water they were boiling years ago, and they realized it was a good tasting tea and it was safe to drink some way, somehow. And then there you go, tea was born. Now they got all kind of different flavors of tea. Anyway, the hot tea, you know. Okay, I know, see what I mean? Yak, 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 and it makes it longer, 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 longer. All right, so letterboxing, I never done. But it's like a treasure hunt. You go find something, but it's not something that you get to keep. It's hid, and you're not supposed to let nobody else see you do it, and you're supposed to put it right back how you found it, so that other people can find it and do it too. And it's like you make up a signature name for yourself. You have a stamp. There's a book in it, and you stamp that and write your name out or whatever you want to write out. And everybody that comes along and finds that stamps it. But you yourself have a book that you keep at home that you put your signature, stamp, and name in to keep. And you take your book with you when you go, so that when you find one, because that stamp is inside with the book that is stamped in the book. So you take that stamp and stamp it in your book, but leave it in there for other people to be able to do that. Okay, that's letterboxing. All right. The other one of the two is called geocaching. It's kind of the same thing. You have the website, you get the compass measurements and stuff, and see, all that would be hard for me to figure out too. But anyway, they probably have easier ways. But you go find this thing, and it's in a box or whatever. Some's big, some's little like this. It just has the paper in it or whatever, which is kind of like letterboxing. But anyway, I guess geocaching is maybe the modern day letterboxing. I don't know. But anyway, you have to do it in a waterproof container, and hide it. So for the geocaching, they have the book. You have your stamp and your signature name that you put in the book. You have the stamp. I guess you have the stamp there. Maybe you don't have a stamp. Maybe you just write it out. You take your pen and book. You write yours in their book. When you see theirs, I guess you could write theirs down in your book that you take home and keep home with you. But they put trinkets. They'll put a marble, a pencil. I've gotten a little baby doll kind of like thing in one. So the geocaching is the one I went on and done in Tennessee. And I tried to do it here. And I got a few things. So what it is on the geocaching is you have things you put in the box. If you take, and they got several things in one container, and you get to choose what you want of that. You may not want it all, or you might want it all, but however many pieces you keep out for yourself, you put something else back in its place. So you have items you collect up to go put in them, so you can take things out and keep it. And you do the book thing and all that. So that's geocaching. Okay, so we can do this virtually. I'm going to do this virtually, and this is how I'm going to do it. So I have my book for the letterboxing. For the letterboxing, this was my stamp, and I called myself the Lady Crafter. And see, that's a lady, and it looks like she has a paint palette, like she's painting, so she's crafting, okay? All right, and that's the only thing I have in this book. So, what I'm going to do is it's a zine. I made it as a zine, but I'm naming it Virtual Letterboxing Geocaching Log. And in this log, I have my stamp, and I have the Lady Crafter. Plus, I also have Sassy Granny Vlogs. That is my YouTube channel name, right? Okay. And then I have my address. Okay. So, the next thing I have is I've gotten another piece of paper. And I'm doing it like this. So, I have the stamp. Okay. And then I have wrote the Lady Crafter, Sassy Granny Vlog, Shay Spillman, and my address, and I've cut it. I'm cutting it. So, I'm going to, this is the letterboxing part for the geocaching part. I'm going to make an ATC. I'm going to make a Twinchy. I might even make an Inchy. A bookmark, and a tag. 5 little crafty things, okay? I'm gonna, even though I'm only cutting these halfway through to let people know they can cut that off. So I'm gonna fold this up when I'm through writing everything down. See, I don't have it all the way down here. Fold this up. This, and the 5 craft things I make. And remember, they were all little things. ATC, Twinchy, Inchy, bookmark, and tag. And I'm going to put it in an envelope. Plus, I'm going to have a piece of paper with instructions on it, each step by step, how you do this. And I'm just going to pick somebody. Somebody that I am subscribed to your channel. And I watch your videos, and I love to watch your videos. And you might even be subscribed to my channel and watch my videos. Either way, I'm going to choose somebody. So this is going to be a mystery surprise part too. You're not going to know who I choose. But I'm going to choose somebody, and I'm going to try to somehow, I'm going to make sure I can get your address easy. And I'm going to send that to you. So when you get it, the instructions is, you open this book. You're being a crafter. You craft with stamps. So you choose whatever stamp that you really like. And it kind of has to be a small one. You know, no real big. We don't want it to take up, you know. So put a stamp here, a small cute stamp you like. Make up you a letterboxing signature name, like I got the Lady Crafter, and put it there. Then put your channel name, then put your name and address. And see how I've got a line under mine? Draw however much space it takes you, draw a line to separate. I don't know if 2 more or 1 more could fit here. I write big. Some people can write little. Please make it readable. Some people, like me, I'm probably the only one though, can't really hardly read real writing, cursive, whatever you want to call it. It's hard sometimes, unless it's really, really neat. So printing is better for me. But anyway, and then you will finish cutting one of these off, and it will be yours. And if you want to make you up a book at home to keep like this, you can glue this here that you cut off, and put it in your book. But out of the 5 crafty things that I made, you can choose what you want. You can keep 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, all 5 things. But make sure you make something crafty, small enough that will go in an envelope to replace it with. Then you just choose whoever you want to and send it to them. And let's see how long this will go and how far it will go. And I'm also going to have on the instruction paper that when this book gets filled up, you even write on the back, fill it up, then you send the whole thing back to the first one, the one that made it, which is me. And I will have received all of the things then, hopefully, if they don't run out, to have for everybody. And I'll have the book, and I'll see who everybody's that stamped it in here. And if there's any crafty things, which they should be 5 crafty things in it, then they will be my crafty things. And I think this will be fun. But this may not be the only one I do. I may do several of these and pick several people to send them out to. And several people can be doing this, and so all of them should end up coming back to me when they're filled up. I like this idea. So that's how I'm going to do it. You're not going to know who's going to get one. I'm just going to, that's going to be a mystery, and it's going to surprise you when you get it. Also, though, I do want to add here and say, since I'm doing it that way, and since you don't know who I'm going to choose, if you would really like to do this and participate in this with me, and don't want to miss out, then let me know in the comments below this video that you would like to do this, and I will make you one and send you one. So we'll go that route too, okay? Because I want everybody that wants to do it and have fun, and I'm going to surprise some people and send it to them, and, you know, hopefully they will keep it going. So that's what I'm going to do. And, you know, like I said, none of this has anything to do with my ABC thing. I can make zines, even though it's a Z way down the line of the ABCs, and do other things like this. But I am going to keep to the collab, too. It's just helping me think of more things to do. All right, guys. So this brings us to the end of this vlog. I'm trying not to make them too long now. So this was all one big long vlog. I got another great idea coming up that I'll be doing in another vlog too as well, though. All right. At least I think it's a great idea. Anyway, so I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I hope you will participate. Please let me know in the comments below here if you would like to participate in one of these. All right. So I'll let y'all go. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see y'all in the next vlog. Toodaloo! Okay, guys, we have all of those finished with the gluing part. So here's the 5 little envelopes. You know, that you can... I should have known I could have done this with one hand. And, you know, you can glue this into a journal or put it in a pocket in a journal. This here is like pockets itself. And, you can glue that into a journal. So that's 5 of those. And then 5 of these kind, it's not an envelope, it's just a pocket. You glue it down, the whole thing, in the thing. And then you have this, the pocket. 5 of them. And then 5 of these, it's going to be like little cards that opens up. And those can go in pockets in journals. Finally, I got all of these done. I did it off camera, guys, because it was a lot of trouble and it took long. Matter of fact, I done 2 of them and had to take a break and then come back and did the other 3. But, you know, this is the papers, the 2 papers that I had held with the clip. So I kept the clip on. I lifted it up. I glued all over it with glue stick, and then I went just like a square over the circle with that other glue, which was hard to get out. And then I laid my plastic over it, and then I ran glue over it. Well, I trimmed around the edges of the plastic and then ran glue over the edges where the plastic wasn't. Then laid the paper back down, you know, made sure it was stuck good. Did any extra trimming. Took the clip off and folded this back and glued it down. And so that's my 5 papers there that has little windows in them. And no, it's not all the same plastic, and no, it's not the best. This is my first time I've ever made a window like this. So, now, these are all ready like this. The next step, and the last step before I'm through with them and they're ready to be used, is to decorate them. So, that's what we will be doing next with these. Yep. So what I'm going to do is get together all of the things that I want to use to decorate them with, and I'm going to sort them out here. It's late here now. Oh, hubby will be home after a little bit, and we got to do supper and stuff like that. So, I won't be doing any more crafting today. But tomorrow, I'm thinking I'm going to get, if little Lena don't have any hurting with her ears, she's been having trouble with her ears lately. They've had to take her to the doctor 3 days in a row and to give her a shot. She's had infection in her ears. And they've been doing tests and all this kind of stuff, and they still got to go do some more stuff to find out if she's going to need the little tubes put in her ears. So it may have to go through surgery. But if she's feeling okay tomorrow, Katie and the girls is going to come get me. Tomorrow's Saturday, by the way. This is still Friday. And take me to Slidell where the Hobby Lobby is and Michael's. Because I've got something I need to go get that is on my A list that I need to do the thing that I want to do. In my A's of my collab, ABC Crafting. Okay, so that should be fun, and hopefully we'll get to eat lunch out and all that kind of stuff. And so, but when I do get back home, if we're not too late and I'm not too tired, then I will start decorating these. And I will come on a little bit on the camera. See, I have my tripod sitting up here now that it's in the right position at the right spot, and I just put my phone in it and turn it on and let it go. And y'all can watch me craft. Sorry, I like doing that. But, I gotta watch it. I gotta be careful and not do too much and get too many long videos going. Alright, guys, this is the end of this vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will go and leave y'all alone and get started on the next vlog. Toodaloo!